How are you? I hope you're doing well. I thought it might be fun today for us to take a look through my bookshelf. Someone had recently requested a specific book for me to read, which I did order, but I thought while we're waiting for that to come in, I could go ahead and show you some of my book collection here in my bookshelf. I just want to start off by apologizing if you're hearing any background noises. My neighbors are usually quiet, but it has been a little rowdy around here today. So I will do my best to edit anything loud out. But without further ado, let's begin. I also didn't know really how to set my camera up, so I might be moving you around a little bit, so just bear with me. As we take a look through some of these books here in these little cubby areas. I have what I call coffee table books. They are just books that are bigger with nice pictures, like a cookbook. I have some art books here. Both of these I got at different times, but both of them I got at a flea market. You can see this one. This one you can see is $3. This is a book, impressionist artwork that I just think is really beautiful. Flip through them and take a look at some of this beautiful artwork. A few little art cards. Book. So pretty. Slip those back in there. Also have this cookbook. I also, like I said, got this at a flea market. This one was only $1. I love going to a flea market or a garage sale. It's just so much fun. You never know what treasures you're gonna find. Yeah, this is Ina Garden's Go-To Dinners. She's also known as the Barefoot Contessa. But I love her recipes. I was hoping that this one was going to have her viral brownie pudding recipe in it, but this one's a little bit more recent. I believe this one's from 2022. Has a bunch of great pictures and recipes. This one is one I have bookmarked. It's for a Greek orzo salad. Doesn't it look delicious? Mushroom bolognese. check out a dessert. Ooh, lemon meringue squares. These look beautiful. It's amazing that we as humans can make even something as basic for our survival as food into something of beauty and art. Look, those perfect eggs on the back. It says a go-to recipe is one that's easy to prepare and still delicious enough to get everybody to your table. You'll want to make these recipes over and over again. The chicken looks really good too. I also have here, this is a book on more impressionist art, or say. I also have this Hyrule Historia book. This is my partner's. I also do love Zelda. I have a little Korok tattoo there. And at the bottom here, this one might be my favorite, is Sensational Butterflies. Sensational Butterflies. Sensational Butterflies. Underneath here, I don't actually have books. But I did want to start on this side because I do have a pretty big video game collection. Now, I know that I have mentioned I love Restful Tingles ASMR, and some of his most popular videos are Xbox disc rattling videos. I don't own any Xbox games, but my partner and I have a very big collection. I mean, it's everywhere. This part of the shelf is full of video games, which I think obviously make great disc rattling sounds and also great tapping and sticky tapping. So if you'd be interested in a tour of my games as well, please let me know. Please let me know, and I'd be happy to put that together for you. Pop that back in there. And I'm just gonna grab you. Is it okay if I pick you up and move you? Okay. Just slide on down with me this way here. This middle cubby here, I have my little Funko Pops. It's me and my partner. This little sushi. And a video game controller. And this one's supposed to be me. Her hair isn't really attached. I have a box of chocolate and a bottle of champagne. And, oops. See what I mean? She's staying down. I also have our little dog. This is Bella. If If you can hear her, she is sleeping next to me right now. I think she likes the ASMR too. I think she likes the ASMR too. And this little coin. This is like a box. Both of these are like little boxes of date ideas. And moving on. Moving back down. This side, I have some more coffee table books. A book, house plants. I love plants. At one point in my life, I had probably close to 200 plants. I don't live in a space with enough room or light for a lot of those plants anymore. I still do have probably 20 to 30 plants in my house right now. Some beautiful, beautiful plants here. Looks like this is a rubber tree. You have a Thai plant here. These rattlesnake calatheas that are one of my favorites. These guys here. We have alocasia. An umbrella plant. A monstera. Looks like some kind of palm tree here. And a begonia down in the corner. And this peperomia here. I think I got them all. I think I got them all. I would say that my all-time favorite plant, if I only could have one type of plant, indoor house plant for the rest of my life, I think I would probably choose a pothos, a jade pothos, because they are just so beautiful. And they have these big green vining leaves that do great in low light, and they're really easy to not just keep alive, but to thrive. And they are just so beautiful. I would say either that or maybe the Hoya Crimson Princess, I think. And those would be my two. I love a good Hoya. A Hoya is a almost succulent-like plant that is vining, and so it has these thick, waxy leaves. And about once a year, once every other year, if your plant is really happy, Hoyas have these beautiful flower blooms. So it blooms in almost like a sphere. So it's 3D, and it's made up of a bunch of little flowers that make up this almost like globe at the end of a stick. And they smell so beautiful. They smell amazing, and every variety of Hoya smells a little bit different. There are ones that smell, as you would expect, really sweet and really floral, but there are ones that smell like cinnamon. There's ones that smell like chocolate. Hoyas are just such a fun, beautiful plant, and I find so much joy in taking care of them. I have 3 different varieties, I believe, at the moment. I have 4 different varieties at the moment. Crimson Queen and Crimson Princess, which are like white and green, and they have these beautiful reddish pink leaves on them too when they're in some nice sunlight. I have one, yeah, I forget the other two. I forget the genuses of the other two. But maybe we can find them. And this that makes really almost creamy tapping sounds. Let's see what's in our book here. Some begonias, ficus, ooh, philodendrons are beautiful as well. Peperomias, pilea, here we go, Hoyas. Hoyas are, like I said, these beautiful vining plants with these thick, waxy, almost succulent-like leaves. I think they're just so beautiful. You vine and you can trellis them up in fun designs, but I just like to let mine grow and hang down. This, I believe, this Hoya Mathilde is one that I have. These compacted ones are so beautiful. Hoya Carrii, these beautiful heart-shaped leaves. Heart-shaped leaf is another one that I have. Oh, these linear ones are really cool. Beautiful different varieties of plants. There's so many different kinds of plants. I find great joy, almost meditation, in caring for my plants. It's a really nice routine to water, fertilize, change out the pots in the soil, care for the roots. I really like the way this sounds. There's a Hoya on the back. In. And we'll move on down to the actual bookshelf. Okay. As you can see, it is not organized and a little bit overflowing. This is surprisingly a thinned out collection. I went to school, I got my major in criminal justice and my minor in political science. And my partner's degree is also in political science. So we have quite a few nonfiction books, but I also really enjoy reading fiction just for fun as well. one of, let's pull out two. Here are some of my favorite fiction books that I've read lately that aren't big popular ones. This one is a novel called Mary Jane. And it's about a girl whose parents are friends with two pop or rock stars at the time. I believe it takes place in the 70s, and I think the woman is meant to be like a Cher type. At least that's who I pictured in my head when I read it. She's a young teenage girl, and her parents take in these two celebrities, these two musicians, and they're trying to lay low and live a normal suburban life. And this is kind of like a coming of age story where 14-year-old Mary Jane gets to know these folks and comes out of her shell. It's a really fun read. I read on vacation and I just couldn't bring myself to put it down. I loved the way it was written. It was very inviting. Yeah. Another recent book that I found and really liked was this novel, True Biz, Truebiz. True Biz. And this is about a girl, she's a teenager, so a girl named Sarah, who is deaf, but as a child, her parents decided to have her be fitted with cochlear implants so she could hear. And this is a story about her accepting being deaf and learning to love and find community in it. It's a beautiful story. I think my favorite series, my favorite book series, is certainly The Hunger Games. I read the original Hunger Games for the first time when I was in middle school, and I was so enamored with it. This was before the movies came out. I remember being so excited to go to the movies and see The Hunger Games when it came out. And as good as the movies are, if you've never read the books are even better. They usually are. But I just started reading Sunrise on the Reaping. This is the newest book in the Hunger Games series. It takes place during the 50th Hunger Games. It's very good so far. I also keep this little Betty Boop bag. Has sequins on the back. And in here, I keep my highlighters. When I'm reading nonfiction, I like to mark up my books. Let's see if we can run it around. Zipper. Let's see. Another book that I was really obsessed with in middle school is The Outsiders. This was a book that I read again in middle school, and I became obsessed with this book. It takes place, I believe, in the 50s, and it follows a group of boys who are like greasers. And it tells stories of their struggles growing up. This is, I think, a really good book. Let's see. Bought a nonfiction book. This one is called Invisible Doctrine: The Secret History of Neoliberalism. If you're curious as to how our systems work, if you want to know more, or if there's a better way, this is definitely a book I recommend. It's not too long, and it's not too complicated of a read. I recently went on a trip with my family, and while we were there, my partner and I found a little used bookstore, and we went in, and of course they had a buy 5 books, buy 5 books, buy 5 books, get the 6th one free. So naturally we had to go there and pick out 6 books. 2 ended up for me. My partner has the other 4. I think he took them with him to his office. But I got little fires everywhere. I have heard that this book is really good. I've heard that the TV show based off of it is also good, but I haven't seen either. And based on what I read, it sounds really interesting. So I think this would be a great book. It's thick, but it's small to take with you. It's a good book for on the go. I also grabbed Go Ask Alice. This one I heard was also good, but disturbing, which I'm no stranger to. Speaking of disturbing, I really enjoy Stephen King and his works. I would say this, Misery, Misery is my favorite book of his. This is a story about a writer, and he takes a drive one snowy day to, I think he's leaving a hotel and heading home, and he gets into a car accident, and a woman rescues him and takes him back to her house in the middle of nowhere. And it turns out she is his biggest fan. And she plans on keeping him so he can finish his stories for her. If you like suspense or horror, I think this is a good book for you. Do you think a bookstore roleplay would be fun? Let me know. I could recommend you some books. I have behind this row here is a whole nother row of books. So when I say I have plenty of books, I have plenty of books. I really enjoy reading. As a child, I didn't because I was forced to. But as I grew up and found books that I liked and I wanted to read, I mean, I can't put a book down. I remember the first time I picked this book up. I brought it to school with me for after our standardized testing. You kind of just had quiet time for the rest of the day. So I brought The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I brought this to school with me, and I couldn't put it down. And when I got home after school, I just sat outside and I finished reading it. I could not put it down. It was so good. It's such a heart-wrenching story and so beautiful. If you haven't heard of this one, it is about two teenagers with cancer who have an eternity together. It's really good. I think that this video will be a little too long. If you want to see more, please let me know. Please let me know if you would like to see an ASMR video game collection video, and also that bookstore roleplay. Let me know. And as always, if you have any ideas or requests that you'd like to see, please let me know. I've been really loving all of your requests. I have a whole list of ideas of videos that I want to make, but your requests are also inspiring me. I've been having a lot of fun. I hope you're enjoying your time here as well. I hope that you've been able to relax. Relax, relax, relax as we take this tour through some books. Please let me know what you thought. I apologize for the background noise and for the cuts, but I hope you enjoy it still. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, or your evening, or your night, wherever you are. And I'll see you again really soon.